How are you? Good to see you.
So good to see you as well.
This is awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, I have a gift.
Oh my gosh.
I have a gift. This
Cool.
is the Rhode Island Film and Television Office hat official.
Cool.
Now, wait a second.
I was going to grab it and put it on.
Before I give it to you,
okay.
Usually what I do is I make students, film students, put their hand up.
Okay.
And you have to say this. You have to say, I will treat everyone with respect and dignity.
I will treat everyone with respect and dignity.
And I will leave every location as I found it or better.
I will leave every location as I found it or better.
Here you go. You're official.
Cool.
You're official.
I did break something yesterday though, so.
Oh, really? All right. You'll fix it. Make it better.
Cool.
Make it better.
Thank you. All right. That's awesome. I appreciate that. All right, so yeah, good to have you. I feel like I've known you forever because I've talked to you so many times.
And you guys, congratulations on the new gig, the new place. It's unbelievable.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so we're talking all things Oscars. Let me pull up my notes here as we get going. So Oscars are coming up on Sunday. Pretty excited about it. We have a couple of Rhode Island connections.
We've got, let's see, we've got Viola Davis. Everybody loves Viola Davis from Central Falls, and she's doing the whole circuit right now. And then she won the Golden Globes. She won the BAFTA, the British Academy Award, and now she's up for Best Supporting Actress on Fences, and we love her. She is our gold standard, right?
She really is our gold standard.
Yeah. And I know her sister Dolores is already out there, and she's been going to all these parties, and they're having a great time, yeah. So we've got Viola. We've got, Damien Chazelle who directed La La Land. He was born in Providence. I figure if you're born in Rhode Island, you're always a Rhode Islander.
You're always somewhat, even if you don't, because he didn't grow up here.
He grew up in New Jersey, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think we all know that even though you go to New Jersey, if you're born in Rhode Island, you have that Rhode Island spirit. That's the only reason why he's talented, right?
Right? Okay, so we're claiming him anyway.
We're claiming him.
Okay.
Then we've got Chad Verdi, executive produced Silence, the Martin Scorsese film. That's up for Best Cinematography. And then my friend, who I'm really proud of, I've known for 35 years, his name is David Permit. We just did the Polka King with him here in Rhode Island. He is up for producer of Best Picture, Hacksaw Ridge. And I just talked to him last night. He's ecstatic, and I'm really rooting for him.
Great. Okay, so let's go back over those and talk a little bit about them. What do you think the chances are for Viola? I mean, she's won pretty much everything up to this.
Well, you never know what's going to happen, but everybody loves Viola, and her performance is great, and it's raw and real and powerful and full of dignity as she is. I really think she's got an opportunity to win. I always think that if you're nominated, you win because there's hundreds or thousands of movies made per year. But I want her to win, of course.
I think we're all pretty much rooting for Viola, and that's for Fences. Okay, and then we have La La Land.
La La Land has got a great chance, and the music's great, and they, I just saw an interview with Damien, and that movie, he was going to make it, then the financing fell out, then he was going to make it, and the financing kept falling out. But he made something that is pretty miraculous, considering that in today's generation, unlike, let's say, our parents or our grandparents, there was a whole machine that was going on that was doing these musicals. The MGM films, they had everything in place.
Just one after
they
another,
had it all in
another,
place.
yeah.
And he didn't have that. And it was a big risk. And the fact that it's having an impact, a positive impact, everybody's loving it, I think it's great. And I hope he does very, very well, but I am rooting for my friend for Hacksaw Ridge because I thought that movie will stand the test of time.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah. Great film. My friend David got the rights to Desmond Doss, who was a person who enlisted in the Army but wanted to be a medic. And he did not want to carry a weapon because he had a history with guns that was not positive. But he still wanted to serve his country. And everybody on his troop were really upset that he wasn't going to use a weapon, and they did whatever they could to discourage him from being part of the Army. They tried to get him court-martialed. They beat him up. They tried to get rid of him. But he had a constitutional right to serve the country but not carry a weapon. And he ended up saving, I believe, 75 lives, including those people who beat the crap out of him. And it's a true story, and it's about courage, and it's about our Constitution, and it is a love story, and it's also fearless, and it's also about redemption. Mel Gibson, who had some issues, made this movie, and I think he made a film that's a classic.
All right, so we'll look out for that. And then you said Chad Verde as well.
Yeah, so Chad had done Bleed for this, the Vinny Paz movie. I know you guys had Vinny in here.
Oh, yeah.
He's a tornado.
Right? Yeah, that was fun to talk to him.
Yeah, so he's a tornado. And so Chad, one of his dreams had been to, turn that movie into reality, which we did here. And I thought, I wish Miles Teller had gotten nominated for Best Actor because I thought he was phenomenal. But anyway, he did Bleed for this, and he developed a really great relationship with Martin Scorsese. And
not a bad relationship to have.
Pretty darn cool. I think through Sheldon Whitehouse, and he helped get some of the financing for Silence, and that's up for cinematography. And so we hope that there's a real good chance that he might win on that one.
Now, is that good for Rhode Island?
It's all good. It's all good. Why wouldn't I want my friend Chad, his film, to win? I would. Yeah, it's all good. Honestly, a lot of our filmmakers, and some of the short films too, have premiered at the Rhode Island International Film Festival. I think they've had 9 films that premiered at the film festival that won Oscars. So they've got some dogs in the hunt as well. But anytime I see filmmakers and friends doing successful work, whether hope they get recognized, but when they get recognized by their peers and then the audiences love them, and that's a big win. Those are great stories told well.
And so, what are some surprises that you think weren't nominated, or what are you surprised about?
Like I mentioned, Miles Teller. Yeah. There are other films. I really can't say. I haven't seen every film that's been out there, but I see a film and it might be something that people go, well, it's just a visual entertainment. But I loved The Jungle Book. I don't know if you saw The Jungle Book. It's up for visual awards, but I thought that Jon Favreau, who directed it, did an amazing job with that film. And there's just so many great films. I mean, thousands of films made per year.
It's surprising how many when you go back and look at it.
And we did a lot this past year. We've done quite a few. We just did The Polka King here in Rhode Island with Jack Black. And that was directed by Wally Wolodarski and Maya Forbes, who did Infinitely Polar Bear here before with Mark Ruffalo and Zoe Saldana. So we did that this summer. We did The Discovery with Robert Redford and Rooney Mara and Jason Segel. We did another film called Midnighters with the Walking Dead director, Julius Ramsey, and that was done in East Greenwich. And we've done a bunch of films, so it's been a great year too.
All right, and you said that some people are scoping things out. So what's the news?
Did I tell you that?
Well, no. So what's going on?
I can't tell you exactly yet, but...
So what can you tell us?
Okay, well, we have one film by a famous director's son, who's also does a lot of commercials. So that is scoping out right now. You might see a location manager around town. Don't say anything to him, just let him do his work. We've got a network TV show that's scoping around. We've got another filmmaker group that is probably going to Newport area, but I'm not saying anything because this is all confidential, right? Nobody knows. Nobody knows we're watching. And there's some other stuff going around. And I have to say that something I'm really proud of, and this is Movie Maker Magazine.
Cool.
So this magazine, this magazine is the main independent film magazine, and Providence, Rhode Island was number 3 in the entire North America, so we're talking United States and Canada, as the top 3 best places to live and work as a filmmaker. And that's due to the, having the tax incentives, it's having our universities, it's having the theaters like the Avon and the cable car, it's having the film festivals like the Rhode Island International Film Festival and the Newport and the Ivy and the Providence Children's. And they put it all together and they talked to all the film commissioners, and we got number 3. So that's something that we're really proud of.
Now, how do we secure these deals and then get return off of it?
Well, for tax incentives, every Dr. Mazie, he's from the University of Rhode Island Business. So he did a study. He said for every $1 that we give in a tax credit is $8 in economic activity. So And we are competing on a worldwide level. I'm talking, Vancouver, Toronto, London, and I think there's 45 states in the United States. So we're competing against all of them. But what's nice is what I found is that the folks who film here have such a great experience, they want to come back. And even like the other day, I was talking to Helen Robin, who did the Woody Allen film. She said, Steve, I cannot tell you how many times I'm somewhere else, because the story dictates it, like whether it's France or London. She goes, I cannot tell you how many times I say to myself, I wish we were in Rhode Island.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
We like to have a good reputation. But
yeah.
we also like to get some money out of it as well.
Exactly. Well, that's the nice thing. They don't get, like on the tax incentives, I think that's what you're referring to. Every time they come in, let's say they spend $100 and we say, oh, by the way, you're going to get a $25 coupon back. Well, we're not going to give them a coupon unless they spent that $100 first. And that $100 goes through an independent auditor, and then also goes through the Division of Taxation, does an additional audit. So, everything is scrutinized, and it's really important because what that money does is it hires a lot of local workers, our vendors. It puts heads in the beds, whether they're hotels, and they love that. They use our restaurants. Like, let's say I was talking to Deb Newhall, and we're giving her an award on Sunday for costumes. Let's say Deb Newhall is buying a suit for an actor, right? And in the movie, the actor in the suit has some fight scenes and all this other stuff. But we don't always film stuff in the exact order, right?
It's good.
Chronological order of the script. So she won't buy one suit when she goes into that store. She'll buy like 20 of the same suit because she has to distress them. And so our vendors love that stuff. And it's like our Teamsters and most of the workers on the bigger projects are union projects. So they're getting paid well. They do 12-hour days. They work their butts off. But they get paid well, they get health insurance, they get pension, so it's something that's really good. And then our independent filmmakers, they're gaining more and more experience. And I've seen our guys from the independent world who aren't necessarily like union, and they work their way up because they put the hours in. Mm-hmm. And now, like one of my guys from Rhode Island was a location manager. He's now the vice president of production at Universal Studios.
Not a bad gig.
No.
Not a bad gig.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I want to, when you do get these secure, when they're not confidential anymore, you have to come here.
I'm going to come to Go Local first.
Come to Go Local so we can know. We're dying to find out what's going to happen.
And you guys have been so supportive of the industry, and we really appreciate that. I mean, you guys putting out like, what's hot, or when a film comes out and you let the people know, or what's playing at the cable car theater. I see all that stuff, and it means a lot to our community. And I have to tell you, Rhode Island, I always say it's the smallest state with the greatest backlot. And when I say smallest state, greatest backlot, it's also the people. It's the ambassadors, the vendors, it's the workers, it's the public folks and the private sector. We couldn't do it without the folks at the State House and the people in government, in our parks. It's just pretty awesome.
Thank you so much. Well, before you go, we do have, if you are interested in watching the Oscars, you're hosting an event on Sunday.
Yes, it's going to be at the Providence Biltmore. I don't know if there are tickets still available. I hope there are. But it's at the Providence Biltmore. It starts at 5:30. If you want to get a ticket, go to Rhode Island RIFilmFest.org, RIFilmFest.org, and then see like red carpet experience and see if there are any tickets left. And if there are, we hope we get to see you down there.
Steve, thank you so much. Such a pleasure.
Great
I appreciate it. So much good information, and I like
that. Hat's yours. Keep it, wear it, love it.
Thank you. And I can't wait to hear who comes and makes TVs and movies here. So you're going to tell us first. Yep. We have it on film. So.
And congratulations to you guys. This is awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank
you
so
watching.
Much. Yeah, exactly. Cool. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Appreciate
Bye-bye.
it.